Hey, this is me, recording something I think it's fucking bullshit. It says, the top 10 reasons not to move to Idaho. Number 2 is boring thing to consider if you, whatever. First of all, Idaho is not boring, okay? Idaho is not boring. Yes, there's not a lot of big cities, but that's because it's an outback country. All you would do is go camping. I mean, that's practically Idaho, and that's all. I'm sorry to say it, but Idaho have a lot more things to do than most people. Than what most people believe. As much as I want to deny it, Idaho does have some great things about it. Like its weather. I mean, Idaho does have some of the greatest weathers. Some days, I mean, Idaho have one of the strangest weather phenomenon, where one day it could be rainy, and at the same time it could be sunny, and snowy, and hailing, all at once, on one day. Do you see that anywhere else? No! At least I don't. That doesn't mean that anywhere else doesn't do it. I'm just saying that Idaho does it. Idaho's unique for that. I just didn't follow this, but still. I mean, okay.
Number 10. Non-compete is real. Normally this only applies to executives and upper management of a company. A non-compete clause is a contract that you sign that says if you leave a company for whatever reason, you can't go work for the competitor for a certain amount of time, a year, 2 years, whatever. Most states are getting away from letting companies enforce that because they were forcing these contracts on employees further and further down the food chain. So Idaho, wanting to attract more companies, they went the opposite direction and made it easier to enforce. So let's say you went to school for 4...
Okay, here's the thing. What's wrong with Idaho doing that? First of all, Idaho is nothing but desert. It's not like Maine. It's not like New York where it's like all you can see is fucking cities. Idaho is a giant volcanic desert. That's all. That's what Idaho is and always will be. It was from the caldera underneath Yellowstone. It was from two major floods that in the Whaley Pass. There's a lot of things that people, I mean, that piss me off is people say, oh, well, there's this blah, 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 blah. Okay, here's my opinions about this. Idaho doesn't give a damn. Because here's the thing. In Idaho, we care about the government of Idaho. The state government of Idaho cares about its people. His or her people. The government also cares about the right to bear arms. Now let me repeat this. Idaho, no matter how many times you try, you will never be successful at taking our right to own guns away in this country or this state. Because I highly doubt Idaho will let that happen. Because that's bullshit. Okay, and then what's some more?
4 years, you're accountant, you've been working for a company for 4 years as an accountant, the only thing you're trained for a giant corporation, if you get canned, if you leave, you can either leave the state, become a ranch hand, or work fast food. That's a situation that could happen. I think it's kind of weird. Thought I should bring that up.
What's wrong with that?
Number 9. Very gun friendly. Now, if you're a gun owner, collector, or enthusiast...
Okay, first of all, what's wrong with having guns? Seriously, it's not that gun's gonna get up. I mean, I have guns. There might not be. There may be toy guns, but I mean, here, take this toy gun for example. I can shoot this on anyone. It's gonna hurt, but if I do it, it's my fault. This gun, okay. This gun, sit right here. Look, move gun. It's not moving. Why? Because it's a mere object. You can't blame guns on fucking objects. You can't. There's no truth about it, and it's stupid. Oh yeah, I sort of be like, yay. But this is my cool little Nerf gun. Pew, 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 pew. And also, don't blame video games on guns. Because here's the thing. If you want to blame someone, blame Obama. Blame Dickhead. Blame him. That's someone who you should blame. It's president. Actually, he's not a president because he never went to a funeral. The person that passed away, that was the whole point of the funeral was for, helped with all past presidents, and you know, want to know something? He didn't even win. And yet he was a president. If a president can't do that to someone who did something so great to his successor, to his previous presidents, he is no longer to be allowed to be a president. In my opinion.
This one isn't for you. This is for the people who really don't like guns. I'm here to tell you, do not move to Idaho if you have a problem with gun ownership. Everyone has a firearm in Idaho, and most of the time on them. Now, I'm a gun owner, and I wouldn't fit in Idaho because I don't own a gun rack.
What does having a gun rack?
No love for Californians. California has a lot of people, and most of those people can't afford to stay there anymore, so they've migrated, just like humans have done since the dawn of time. You can't survive someplace, move someplace you can. The thing is, people in Idaho have seen this, just like the people in Oregon have seen it, and people in Washington. Californians have been migrating north for some time now, and they got a problem with it. I have a message for you from one of my subscribers and a Boise resident. His name is Charlie. He goes by Chuck. And here's the message. If you're a Californian thinking about relocating to Idaho, don't move here. We don't believe in video games, global warming, or your feelings are more important than my opinions. Stay where you are.
That is actually true. Okay, that part is true. We don't care about vegans. We don't care about anyone's personal opinions. And I can just go on. Because there's no such thing called global warming. Seriously. That's what the media wants. Oh, global warming this. Oh, global warming. I don't see any effects of global warming. I just see the planet change. How's that global warming?
Or go to Arizona. So that's a message from Charlie, also known as Chuck. Number 7. The red state. They describe Republican states as red states and Democratic states as blue states. This is the reddest state of them all.
First of all, what's wrong with Republican? Second of all, yeah, Idaho is a Republican state. I don't get what's wrong with being a Republican. You know what I know what's wrong? Is that the Democratic, jealous people who can't just enjoy their life, so they had to pick on someone else. That's who Democrats are. That's how all Democratic people are. There are people who just bully other people. Just like the media does, just like the government does, besides Trump. I mean, he's a Republican. Just like anything else.
You vote Democrat in Idaho. Congratulations. You're in the minority. A very small minority. This place is more red than the Russian flag. And coincidentally, they have a town in Idaho called Moscow. That's that.
That's kind of funny.
Number 6. Hikers versus plants and animals. There's a lot of plants and animals that have the potential to kill you in the Idaho outback.
First of all, it's called the Wild West Wilderness for a really good reason. Idaho was founded back in either 18 or 19, around that area. And first of all, yeah, there's going to be dangerous plants, and yet there are going to be dangerous plants wherever you go. There's going to be dangerous animals wherever you go. As human beings, we are going to destroy things. That is part of our nature. That is part of being a human being. We build and we destroy. And sometimes it'll take a while for us to learn that. But that's how God made us.
Poison hemlock and water hemlock are two of Idaho's most toxic weeds. Grizzly bears, prairie rattlesnakes, hobo, brown recluse, and black widow spiders are all around Idaho. Watch where you walk, sit, sleep, camp.
Okay, first of all, that's a lot of bullshit. Black bear is not all over the place of Idaho. Not black bear, grizzly bear are not all over the place of Idaho. The only place you can find them is up in the hills. The one animal that's mostly basically all over the place is mostly deer. During the winter time, down the canyon, you can see deers during the winter time, and it's pretty. But first of all, yeah, there's spider. Again, there is spider wherever you go. Grizzly bear only lives up in the hills. Yeah, you have to watch out for snakes, but snakes are not all over the place. Again, or else I would have got bit. Okay, guess what? I had rattlesnake for dinner. I'm not joking. I actually had rattlesnake for dinner. Well, mainly for lunch. But basically, my cousin killed it, and we grilled it. Literally. It was really good, actually. It was snake jerky. That's what it was.
Ant, pee, everything. I got a better idea. Why don't you just not go hiking in Idaho?
Okay, I have a thing. Go fuck yourself, world, according to Briggs. Seriously. Idaho is one of the nicest places to live. It's the most quietest, and it's the least populous place that I know of. You can go camping, you can go to Warren Spring. There are things you don't always have to do besides whatever. Yeah, Idaho is a Republican state, but what's wrong with that? You see, California being a Democratic state, and Republicans are not going out for Democrats. I'm a Republican. I'm an independent Republican. And first of all, the whole gun law, yeah, we do guns. Because if we don't, it goes against the Second Amendment, the Constitution of the United States, which allow us to have the gun, allow us to have the right to bear arms. Our forefather, Washington, did that. Because he knows what it's like to be controlled from the King of England. And yeah, I learned about that in school. And first of all, when you go camping, you're not gonna get, I mean, unless you're looking for a spider, you're not really gonna get bit. I mean, this is a nice place to live. Idaho's really a nice place. Yeah, there's no, I mean, really the only biggest city there is Boise. Boise is the capital for a reason. Idaho is a great state, regardless of this dickhead says, because whatever this dickhead says, yeah, it might be true, but not everything he says is true. Yeah, there's grizzly bears, there's spiders, there is snakes, but you can go to other places, and there's spiders, there's bears, there's snakes, deers, and all that. And you know what, something? You leave them alone. If you don't want to get mauled by a bear, leave it alone. You leave it alone, it will leave you alone. Okay? It's common sense. I mean, this dude doesn't know what the fuck common sense is.
Number 5. Hikers versus nut jobs. Idaho seems to be where all the end-of-the-world types go. Idaho has been a hotspot for preppers since way back before...
First of all, I'm a hiker. Am I a crazy person? This is bullshit.
Y2K. You don't want to be walking down a trail and run into some dude with a sour
okay, first of all,
paranoia and an assault rifle that thinks you're part of the...
First of all, that is not fucking true. That is not true. And plus, if that is true, then how would it make Boise boring? It makes Boise kind of fun. I don't know. I think I like it.
Government. It won't end well. Number 4. Hikers versus the elements. Idaho is known for some seriously bad elements and occurrences. Snowstorm, landslides, forest fires, Louis C.
Okay, first of all, that doesn't always happen. I mean, yeah, landslide does happen, but I mean, that happens anywhere where there's a lot of... I mean, Idaho is an active area. If you get... First of all, Idaho is a semi... Idaho can either have a dry heat weather or a humid heat weather. It could be like Nevada, flipping 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and for Idaho, that's actually not... I mean, that's hot, but that's not hot like Nevada. But it could also be really humid because of all the aquifer and the canals and the rivers and all that makes Idaho really humid as well. So don't go saying, unless you used to live in Idaho, don't go saying, well, Idaho's so horrible, it has this or that, this or that. I'm sorry. It's Idaho. Idaho cares about their Second Amendment more than anyone else. Just like Montana will never take their guns away. Idaho, no. No matter how many times you try, you can never take Idaho guns away. That's why you see stickers with Idaho of the shape of a gun. That's because that's Idaho. Idaho is a gun. Okay? What I'm trying to say is, no matter what people do or try to do, we will never let anyone take our rights away. Okay? That's Idaho for you.
PK comebacks and flash floods. Make sure you pay attention and don't walk into any of them.
First of all, you can't really not walk into any of them. I mean, because you can't, I'm sorry, but you can't be like, oh, okay, so there's going to be a landslide. I mean, if you know if there is, then great. But how can you avoid the landslide, the flash flood? Yeah, it does get occasionally a flash flood here and there, but I mean it's Idaho. It hills, it snows. I mean there are times where it will do all every weather at one day. Not joking. There are days where it will do that. That's Idaho for ya.
Number 3, it's boring. It is. It's a boring state. Area vibes.
Bullshit. That's what I had to say to number 3. Bull fucking shit. First of all, Boise is not Boise, but Idaho is not boring. You can go camping, you can go swimming, you can do all these things. It's not boring. Yeah, maybe boring to your expectation, but this is all what Idaho had to give for you. It's a place to call Idaho. We call this place Idaho because this is our home. Because we love this place. Because the majority of the people here are Republicans.
Voted Idaho the most boring of all the U.S. states. And that's hard.
Bullshit.
You have states like Iowa and Kansas out there. They even have a Yelp page that gives it 1 star. And in all the comments, you have words like dull, boring, and no fun in almost every single one of the comments. Number 2, dangerous winter driving. Steep grades, switchbacks, guardless...
First of all, this is a lot of bullshit because, I mean, everywhere that snows, it's gonna have horrible driving.
Florida Grace and their wildlife that run across the road there, that's freaking dangerous. And the old spiral highway in Lewiston, that's just a few of the roads that in winter are ugly in Idaho. And
oh no, some road that got ugly. Oh no.
Other states had a ton of them. Not here. You're on your own. And number 1, weather extremes. The winters in Idaho are bad. They come in 5th behind Minnesota, Michigan, and the Dakotas.
I mean, I have something to say about that. That's true sometime. Begin. Oh no, it's so bad. It snows. Get over it. You don't like living in Idaho, you get the heck out of this state. That's what I have to say for you. You don't go crying to people and saying, oh no, because sounds like a fucking crybaby. A crybaby that can't get his mouth shut because, I don't know, because he hates Idaho, which is fine, but don't act like such a crybaby.
As far as severity, if you live in the northern chimney part of Idaho, that's that long panhandle strip that goes up, you're only out frozen by Minnesota. From winters that last way too long to summers that never seem to end, Idaho has some extremes.
That's kind of funny.
Sucks. Probably the worst month of the year. As the temperature climbs into the triple digits, driving to and from work, opening up your front door, and even sleeping at night all feel like you're getting something out of a very, very hot oven.
Well, that's true.
Alright everyone, so that's the top 10 reasons not to move to Idaho. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
I hope you enjoy this video, making fun of that dude. I mean, seriously, half the things he even said is bullshit. I mean, yeah, we care about our guns, but what's wrong with that? Okay? Yeah, we are Republican, but what's wrong with that? I mean, you don't see me... I talk in California going, oh my God, it's Democrat. No, I'm not that type of person. I'm not that democratic people. Sorry, but I'm just not. I mean, I don't go off of some state. And plus, I love California. First of all, California is one of the best places, in my opinion. But that's not going to change the fact that I don't go off of Idaho or California. So, yeah. What he says, it's kind of true, but also bullshit, because it's stupid. I mean, who fucking cares? It's Idaho, baby.